Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to go ahead and show you how to embed a Canvas app inside of Model Driven App Framework. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and open up the global solution here in our trial environment. And what I've done here is I've just added the account entity metadata and just the main form for the account as an asset. We want to keep our solutions as compact as possible. And then let's open up this form. And what we'll do here is we need a place to surface our Canvas app. So let's add a tab. Let's give our tab a name. We'll just call it Embedded Canvas App. Okay. And then in here, what we're going to do is we're going to add a field. Now, Microsoft recommends adding a required field. So what better than the account name field? But since the account name's already on this form, we have to untick this only show unused fields. So I'm going to grab the account name field and dump it over here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to uncheck display label on the form. And the reason I'm unchecking this is because I don't want this label to show at all. In fact, when we render our Canvas app, if this label's on the form, it's gonna make us lose a lot of real estate in terms of the width of the Canvas app showing on the tab. So we don't want to do that. We want to see as much of our Canvas app as possible, right? So I'll hit OK here. Actually, no, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go to Controls, and I'm going to add a control. Now, this is where the real magic happens. You click Canvas app, you hit Add, and then you choose Web. Now, what does this all mean here? If you choose Web, this means that this is going to render inside of Dynamics when people are using a desktop or laptop client. If you choose Tablet also, then that means it's going to render for smaller devices like that. So just know that those are options that you have available to you. You can have up to 5 embedded Canvas apps on any entity form. After that, you cannot have any more. I believe you can have 3 web apps and 2 tablet apps per Microsoft architecture currently. So very important. So for now, I'm just going to keep this very simple, and I'm just going to create a traditional web app. Okay. And then, so we're going to end up creating a Canvas app just to surface here. So you can see if I had an existing app that I wanted to surface here, I could pass it the app ID and then it would know about it. But instead, what I'm going to do here is take a little bit of a shortcut, and there's a reason for this. I want to have this thing called model-driven form integration. So let's click Customize right here, and let's see what happens. So this is actually taking me over to Power Apps. And what it's actually doing is it's spinning up a Canvas app right now based on the context of the form that I was just in. So it's going to spin up some sort of Canvas app that represents accounts as a data source. Naturally, what we have here is not really very useful. In fact, it would probably look really weird. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just get rid of this form. I'm actually going to get rid of this screen here in a moment. I'm going to insert a new screen, and it's going to be a landscape print. I'm going to delete this screen. So now we have a big screen. I'm going to get rid of this button, and then I'm going to insert a gallery, and we can do a horizontal gallery. I suppose that's fine. And we'll just do something like this for now. And let's add the data source as accounts. And then maybe let's just spice it up with a little extra data if we can. Let's see, is there a little bit better? So it looks kind of wonky right now, but that's really not the point of what we're trying to do here. Um, so we have some data, right? Cool. And we know that there's some, we can scroll through and here's our 5 accounts that we have in the database. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do that now is I'm going to go ahead and save this app. I'm going to call it sample accounts canvas embedded app. I'm going to save it. So just to be clear, when we play this app, this is what it looks like, right? So we should expect to see this kind of behavior inside of our new tab. Okay. There's nothing dynamic about it yet. And I'm going to show you in a later video how to leverage this model-driven form integration to be able to actually filter based on, for example, if I'm on Fabricam Incorporated, I'm going to filter based on that account number that they have on their account, or Trade Research's account number. And that makes it really, really elegant because then you can surface all sorts of data based on the context of the existing form that you're on. So I'll show you that in the next video. So now that I've saved this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go over here and I'm going to take a look. Oh, well, interesting. Now we have an app ID and we have an app name and that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK here. And you can see here our tab is all set up. So I'm going to hit home and I'm going to save and then I'm going to publish. So once this is finished publishing, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Dynamics or CRM or Power Apps, I should say, and we're going to take a peek. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look at our form. And see if we can get it to render that tab with our Canvas app integrated inside of it. So there's our new tab, Embedded Canvas app. And there you have it. So here's our Canvas app. There's no label. We also still have the functionality. Like I said, it's not pretty right now because we put no effort into this, right? All we did was grab a table and take a gallery, and it's a horizontal gallery, and that's all there is here. In the next video, what I'm going to have us do is we're going to filter based on the account number of this A Datum Corporation. So whatever their account number is, we're going to filter the items gallery for these accounts. So for example, over here, we have A Datum Corporation. So the only data I should see here in the items collection should be this value here with this phone number. And if I go to Alpine Ski House, the same should apply. So looking forward to showing you that. But yeah, this is how you do this now with Microsoft's embedded Canvas apps and model-driven form integration. Thank you for watching.